Hello and welcome back to The Sovereign Mother. I'm so excited to share with you a project that I have been working on over these last few months, and that is adding some warmth and vintage charm with just lamps alone. So if you yourself have been wanting to try this method, or if you have also been looking to add some more warmth and character to your home and you've been kind of wondering how it is that you might do that, then stick around and stay till the end, because I have 5 transformations to share with you in this video. Starting with this first lamp. This lamp, actually, the lampshade was in really good condition, so I decided that I was going to leave that as is. I really just wanted to bring more warmth to the base of this lamp and just did some Rust-Oleum spray paint in metallic gold, and this is how it turned out. The next spot in our home that I really wanted to bring more charm and character is our bedroom. If you saw my master bedroom transformation that I did last year, I really decided I wanted to bring in some more color into our room. So this is going to be such a transformation. I cannot wait to share it with you. The first thing I had to pick out was fabric. So I looked out so much with this fabric, you guys. I actually found this at Hobby Lobby. All the fabric, actually, for each of these lampshades I picked up at Hobby Lobby. So if you've been looking for fabric, go check it out, because they have some really great selections. First thing you need to do with each one of your lamps is you need to measure the circumference. Take a ruler or string and wrap it around the base of your lamp and measure how many inches. When you have the number of inches, you want to double that. You're going to want to cut 2-inch strips so that when you fold over your strips and pleat them, they're about 1 inch wide. This is what you're going to layer over your lampshade to give you that pleated look. So because each pleat is going to be 1 inch, you're going to need double the fabric in order to achieve that. So that's why I first measure and then I do double the number in inches of fabric. Another measurement you're going to need is from the top of your lampshade to the bottom of your lampshade. So whatever you get for the height of your lampshade, I would add 2 inches to that. So if your lampshade is 12 inches tall, then I would cut your fabric 14 inches high. So that way you have an extra inch on the top and an extra inch on the bottom to work with. So once I had all my strips cut, now it was time to pleat them. So all I did was take out my ironing board and my iron, and I just simply folded them over and ironed them in place. You can see that this was really simple, and once you get going, it's really just kind of mindless work. So I actually set myself up. I did this during quiet time, and I would just go to town.
Okay, so we are finally to the fun part where we get to actually start layering the strips. So from all the tutorials that I watched, I think this is way easier to just see versus be told. It sounds pretty straightforward, so we're just gonna give it a whirl.
This is where it gets really fun, because each lampshade is going to be so different and so unique. Whether you keep the original lampshade as the base and you just layer on top is your choice. For these lamps, I decided to keep the lampshade intact and just layer the fabric on top of it. And I really do like this because I think it allows for a really nice warm glow. But you also could just take it off and just do the fabric alone, which you'll see later in the video I ended up doing for many of the lamps. So it's really individualized, and I don't think you can really go wrong. Even with these lampshades, they weren't perfect. I had a lot of imperfections. I made a couple of mistakes that if in hindsight, I wish I could go back and I would do it differently. But at the end of the day, it's still a beautiful, unique piece. I really love these lamps. I will not be changing them, and I love them exactly as they are. So even though you'll learn, you'll probably make some mistakes, it won't be perfect, you're gonna be so proud with the result. In my recent thrift haul, I shared how I recently scored these solid brass lamps at the thrift store. I'm going to show you now how I took these dark brass lamps and I brought them back to life and made them look good as new. I cannot believe how these came out. The first method that I tried was with Barkeeper's Friend. This stuff worked really well. I will say I would use a Brillo pad or a stainless steel scrubby, especially for the little crevices if your lamp has a lot of grooves in it. And you might even want to take the lamp apart so you can really get in there. For the most part, this got me pretty far. This is how the lamp looked after me working at it with just my washcloth and letting it kind of sit on there for a while. And here is my husband using the other product that ended up working really well for us. I will leave it linked in the description box if you are interested, but this not only helped remove tarnish, but it also is used as a polish. So this is something that really works really, really well. The other product that I have tried in the past and I still use here and there is Brasso, but like I said, I really do think Barkeepers in the end works so much better and works with a variety of surfaces as well. The other thing you'll notice with each one of the lampshades is I did each one a little differently. Some I did trim on top and bottom, some I just simply cut off at the top, and others I folded over and I glued the seam. What I love about this method is, like I said, you can go with whatever you feel is your style, whatever you think looks best. And you still can always go in later and add a trim piece if you would like. So don't be worried and don't overthink this too much, because I really think, like I said, you can't go wrong. In the end, you're still going to end up having a unique lampshade that's going to add so much charm and character to any room. I really can't believe how much I love each and every one of these lamps. I love how unique they each are. I love the design, the detail. I love how they bring out that cottagey charm that I am striving to create in our home. But honestly, I just think it's so cool how you can take something that is a replica or something that you might see everywhere that you can buy in a store, and you can make it your own. You can really give it a whole new life and bring out the unique style in your home. So my loves, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you try creating your own pleated lampshade. If you do, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. If you've already tried this or if you've done other methods, let me know and share it with me in the comments. I would love to hear. And be sure to let me know which one of these lamps was your favorite. Like I mentioned, I will leave all the links for all the products that I used and tutorials that have helped me in case you feel like you need a little bit more of a step-by-step instruction. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and be sure to hit that subscribe button. I put out new videos every single Sunday. And until next time, my loves.